around here in England, and they're not strangers, but long-loved family and old friends. If it's what you want to make you happy, so I'm happy for you.
Thanks, Mum.
So, when will you be moving out there?
Oh, it's still just a building site yet.
Oh, a whole village of houses?
A whole load of blocks of flats.
You've spent your whole life talking of a little house in a small village, and now you're leaving all of us to go to a tenant block like some council estate.
Oh, yeah.
Look, now that your Aunt Jade has gone home, I must tell you how upset she was about you disappearing off the charts while we couldn't contact you, and then find you've been taken to hospital. We didn't know if you were sick here in England, or I should close my legs. We didn't know if you were sick here in England, or in some foreign place. It didn't do her any good with her leukemia and tablets, and on top of your mom dying just a few days before your flight and the funeral and all that.
Oh dear. Martin visiting back from Australia didn't say anything.
Well, he wouldn't, to be fair. Not with his mom here, and you just being back from hospital.
Well, I've signed the papers and paid the deposit. So all weighed and stayed now. I'll be able to come back for visits.
How are you going to live out there? You can't understand folk here with heavy foreign accents, and you're going to learn a whole new language, are you?
No, they speak English on the complex. There's shops and businesses run by Brit expats. There's no locals on the complex at all, I was told. Even the plumbers and the electricians are Brits, they said.
But when it's all said and done, it's not England. Do you think calling an ambulance will be in English? Or your local tax bills will come in English? Their ways will be nothing like his.
So you just don't want me to go and have a better life?
A better life? What have you not got here, Mary? What about your brother Jim and his wife Anne, who helped you with lifts and watching over you in hospital? Who's going to do that in foreign parts? You're going to be alone. And what's the guarantee that it'll be Brits there anyway who live there all year round? Could be Krauts. I heard tell that Ruskies are even worse, as they don't just grab the best places around the pool with putting out a lilo. They take the lilo in the night before.
You're irritating me now, Moll. We'll still talk on the phone and write. I'll come over once a year, it'll be fine.
You went over to look at foreign parts even when your mom was back here.
Right. That's it. Would you mind going home, Moll? Lee said soon as mended. Please. So please leave it. All right?
So what's wrong with all of us that you just want to abandon your life, your friends, your family, and neighbours that pop by in a crisis? We've known each other since we were born. What's so wonderful about living with a load of strangers who don't care a fig about you, in a land you're deaf, dumb and blind in? It's not home. It's not England.
Perhaps when you've calmed down, Moll, we can have a nice chat, but I'm tired and need to rest after being took ill. See you later, Moll.
Moll steps outside of the door and it closes after her. She moves a short way and stops to have a fag. Moll looks tearful and her hand shakes a slight tremor as she lights her fag. Inside, Mary looks closer at her brochure and then rings her phone with lots of numbers. She speaks briefly, unheard dialogue, and then sits hard down on the sofa with the landline phone now dropped into her lap from frozen fingers.
Oh my God. Where the hell am I going to get all that extra money?
Moll hears this through the door outside and knocks on the door. Mary opens it after a moment, and Moll steps through the door and puts a reassuring arm over Moll's shoulders. Mary's shoulders, is that, sorry.
Are you all right?
Oh, you had to be right, Moll.
Why?
Mary stops to cry, then chokes back the tears, puts her head in her hands as she sinks back into the sofa. Moll sits by her, holding Mary's arm in comfort. Phone rings. Dring, 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 dring.
I'm sorry. It's your bank. They say it's important.
What? All my money's gone. I'm overdrawn by what? What the? Tell me who stole my money. What the hell is this DB Ondol? It's what? D Bronda? Who the hell's that? He's what? He's Simpsons Developments, yeah, but there were no foreign names I saw. I've never heard of that bastard. The name I knew was a Brit. What foreign bastard has stole my money? It was a bank transfer with all of my right details. I don't care, it's wrong. Get me money back now. Why did you put the phone down? It's my money, you hear? My money.
I'm sorry, Mary. But the bank transfer was completely correct with all the right paperwork in your signature. And the brochure is Simpsons Developments. It's the right people. It's that 10%. Then you are in serious trouble. Trying to sell anything abroad is hard enough, but the trick of selling it before you own it